sports fans, and welcome to our Monday Night Sports Show. I'm Brian Buck.
And I'm Sydney Wicker. The spring sports season is well underway, and it is an exciting week of sports here in Fort Collins. Without further delay, let's break down this week's action.
The CSU football team is now 6 practices into their 15-practice spring schedule. The team, who lost key leaders on offense and defense after last season, has started to rely on players like running back Izzy Matthews and defensive lineman Richard King. Coach Bobo has pointed out that leadership is something this team needs more of and has mentioned guys like Matthews and King as people who have started to step up as leaders and adjust to the new coaching staff.
I mean, it's a little bit of both. For the start of the spring ball, I kind of had the mindset, we're looking for a new quarterback. I wanted somebody to step up, lead the offense, and I really haven't seen it enough. Today I made more of an effort to go out there and be like an actual leader, kind of getting on guys, trying to get things going. And so going forward, I plan to step more into a leader role as far as the whole offense goes. But I mean, since I've been here, I've got the offense really quickly. I feel like I've always been a leader in my room, and I've been able to, help the young guys out when they come, and even some of the older guys, like when J.O. was here, he didn't know the signals. And just being able to do stuff like that, I take pride in that. So I definitely am looking forward to being a leader for the team, but I feel like I've kind of established myself.
With the new defense stuff, football is football at the end of the day. It's just different terminology, so you're just getting used to the different way the coaches talk and stuff like that. But with having a new coaching staff, it brings a lot of energy for the younger guys because it's an opportunity for open spots because everybody's starting at the base level, so everybody got to prove themselves again. So I like having a new coaching staff right now because it brings energy. It brings more energy to practice and more competition.
On Friday, the team announced that graduate transfer TJ Roundtree will transfer to CSU from Louisville. Roundtree appeared in all 13 of Louisville's games as an offensive line group that protected former Heisman winner Lamar Jackson. Roundtree is expected to compete for a spot on the Rams' offensive line that lost 3 starters from last season and ranked 5th nationally in sacks allowed per game.
Before the CSU Rams headed off to Greeley this weekend, I was able to catch up with head coach of the track team, Bedard, about the upcoming outdoor season and their goals for the team this season. Today I'm joined by Coach Bedard, the track coach here at CSU. Coach Bedard, let's talk a little bit about this season and how it's been for you guys so far.
The indoor season was, I thought we had some great performances. I thought our team did a great job. Ending up second is never probably what you want. You always want to win a championship if you're in that position, and I thought we had the talent level to do that. So I think it was difficult. Our team watching the championship team celebrate. We've got quite a few championship banners hung up in here, and I think the Rams know how to win, and they want to win. And so when you end up second place, it's a little tough. But I think there were some great performances. I think our team fought extremely hard. I was proud of their effort and the way they stuck together. So there's some good takeaways from that. And hopefully they can carry some momentum from that and some motivation for the outdoor season. So we're excited about that.
I know the outdoor season is now just getting started, so what are you looking forward to the most from this season?
Going back to the indoor season, we also went to the NCAA championships with a handful of guys, and they had a great performance at the NCAAs and ended up 16th at nationals, and I think they had a fantastic performance there. So again, we'd like to carry some of that momentum to the outdoor season. And our challenges with the outdoor season is our track facility. It's not complete yet. It's a work in progress. We kind of rolled the dice as a staff, and I guess I did, and gave the green light to start that construction or reconstruction on our Jack Christensen track facility. And we ran into some weather delays and some design delays that didn't allow it to get done. So it's caused our staff to kind of dig deep and figure out some ways to train our athletes. And the Poudre School District has helped us out with French Field and being able to train on that in the mornings before the high school team goes out there. So we're using that facility, using a little bit of our current outdoor facility that's under construction. And one thing that's been great is our athletes have done a fantastic job of staying positive and still training hard and doing the best they can considering the logistical issues we've had. So,
what is the progress of the outdoor facility?
Well, it's going to be stalled. We essentially, the track builder signed off on a document. We signed off on a document that all construction would cease while we're using the infield to train all the throwing events because we had no other place to go. And then as soon as we're done with our track season, they'll start up construction, and it'll be done this summer. So we'll be excited about that.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see that when it's finally finished.
Yeah.
I know you guys have had athletes like Mustafa Hassan, who's broken quite a few records, especially this past year. Would you like to talk about him and what he's done so far this year?
Yeah, he's a special guy. I've been coaching for 29 years. I know I don't look that old, but so he's kind of a once in a lifetime or once in a career type of athlete that comes through, and he's a world-class shot putter and a world-class student athlete. He's an engineer here, or engineering student here at CSU, and he takes that very serious too. So he's definitely a student athlete, and but it's just been a privilege for me to work with someone of that kind of talent. It's just rare. I've had a handful of kids that are maybe at that level. As far as shot putter, he's the top shot putter we've ever had, and is a special athlete. Very disciplined, very respectful. Represents Colorado State really well. So
good luck to you this weekend. That's all I have for you. So thank you very much.
It
was nice to meet you. Over the weekend, the CSU track and field team went into their second meet of the outdoor season. The sprinters and the throwers were the leaders of the Tom Beanich Invite in Greeley. Sprinter Mary Beth Sant finished the 100 meter in 11.8 seconds, which clocked in number 8 time in program history. Freshman Destiny Rocker finished in fourth, running the 200 meter in 24.82 seconds. Rocker also competed in the 100 meter hurdles, where she finished in first with a time of 13.4 seconds. Emma Krotzberg also finished in first in the 400 meters, where she finished in a time of 1 minute. On the men's side, brothers Austin and Alex Blejo had an outstanding performance for CSU. Austin threw 56 feet and 4 inches to highlight an outdoor best in shot put. Alex was the runner-up for the top spot with a throw of 53 feet and 9 inches. The Rams will travel to Boulder this weekend for the Colorado Invitational Friday and Saturday.
The CSU Rams baseball team hosted Colorado Mesa in a 3-game series over the weekend, grabbing a big home sweep. The Rams relied on clutch hitting in Game 1 and 3 behind Brandon DeLay, who had a walk-off 2-run home run Friday night in the bottom of the 10th inning to win the game 11-9 after a back-and-forth game. Just 1 day later, a well-executed bunt by DeLay forced a throwing error that plated Jake Walker to end the series behind a 5-4 victory in Game 3 that saw the Rams score all 5 runs in the final 3 frames. Earlier in the day on Saturday, during Game 2, the Rams looked to the bump and starting pitcher Phelan Castellano, who went the distance, shutting out the Mesa Mavericks with 6 strikeouts and only 2 hits allowed in a shortened 7-inning game. DeLay and Castellano were the heroes of the weekend, but Luke DeMoli, who had a home run on Friday and was the winning pitcher in Game 3, was also a key performer for the Rams. After the action, I was able to talk to Brandon DeLay about his heroics that led the team to victory. Of not only today's game, but last night's game as well, Brandon DeLay. Brandon, a really excellent performance from you in terms of the home run you had last night, the bunt to get the job done today. What's it like being on a team that wins 3 pretty great games, 2 of them in pretty exciting fashion?
It's really cool. It's fun to win, and we've just got such a great team, and we know we're going to stick it out until the last pitch, and that's what we've had to do these last couple games.
Awesome. So you know when you're going up there, you're going to be bunting. You're just trying to move the runner over,
right,
trying to make things happen. When you see the pitcher kind of field that ball not quite as cleanly as he would have hoped for, what are you thinking in your head immediately?
I actually didn't see it. I was just running out. I was running as hard as I could. I could hear my team yelling, so I knew something was happening. And then I saw the ball go over my head, and I knew Jake Walker was going to at least get to third, and then he scored, so it was pretty cool.
Awesome. You turn around, you see him running for home. What's the first thing through your head when you realize he's probably going to score?
Well, I saw him running, and I also saw my coach running down third baseline too, so that was funny. So it was exciting. I saw him running down, and I saw the throw hadn't been made yet, so awesome. I knew we were going to win. It was
awesome.
Cool.
And then last night you had the big 2-run home run. What's that like? That's got to be pretty cool.
That was really cool. That was really exciting. That was my first walk-off home run, awesome. So it was cool that the whole team got around home plate, and it was exciting.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Look forward to the rest of your season. Hopefully have a few more walk-off hits.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
The CSU Rams club baseball team will return to action later this week against the Colorado School of Mines. Times and locations for the games will be announced in the coming days.
We are going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we return, we will recap the action from this weekend's CSU Club Lacrosse game.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
On Thursday, the CSU men's lacrosse team took on the University of California, Santa Barbara at the intramural fields on Thursday. A hat trick, seeing 3 goals by senior captain AJ Stewart. Josh Kelly was able to contribute in the 3rd quarter and was able to bring the score up to 5-3 with the Rams in favor. The 4th quarter changed the game when UCSB was able to take the lead 8-5. The Rams did end with a goal by AJ Stewart to make it his 4th goal of the game, but unfortunately was not able to finish with a win. The final score from the intramural fields was 8-6. After the game, Bryan Buck was able to get a few words from Coach Mack about how the team plans to stick together.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those, we had it. We had them right where we wanted them. We had Cal Poly in the same deal on Tuesday, where we were, had the momentum, and we let them back into it and let them think that they could play with us, and it happened again. I mean, it's something that keeps happening to us, but we just have to continue to build off of it, and it's definitely a lot better than we in some of the other games that we had played earlier in the season. So our team is getting better. We are doing things right. It's just we need to put all 4 quarters together.
What do you think the biggest hurdle for you is in terms of putting the 4 quarters together? Today it seemed like passing was a little bit of an issue, especially late.
That's tough that you say that, because it's such a fundamentally sound thing that every team should be able to do, every college team at this level. It's just guys hitting the wall again. I mean, we say it in lacrosse all the time. You just take a ball, you find a brick wall, and you work on your stick and just do 100 passes with one arm, 100 passes with the left arm after you do the right. I mean, it's 50-50, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's something that you've just got to get back to the fundamentals, because passing and catching is just kills us when we throw the ball away in important situations.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, 3 more league games coming up. Unfortunately, weren't able to get back to 500 today. Going forward, what's the biggest message to your team for these last 3 games?
Hard work. We gotta put in the hard work, so that for these seniors, it's not going to be something that they get to come back to do next year. So we have to make sure that the younger guys are working hard for the seniors, making sure that they're not going out on a tough season. Gotta build. Gotta end the season on a high note, and don't count us out, because I mean we have 3 league games. If you win the RMLCs, you get an automatic bid to nationals, and then you go from there. So I mean this is a strong program. We have a strong culture built. It's something that we have a lot of alumni backing us, and there's no way that we're just going to go quietly into the night, and we're going to make sure that we work hard and make sure that we don't let anybody down, and work our way towards the RMLC championships, and take that, and then we'll work our way to the national championship. So I mean, I got high hopes. I believe in this team, and I don't think it's that far off, because they're a very talented team. It's just sometimes not putting it all together is it's a tough thing to watch when you can't change it when it's happening. So
the Rams will look to get over their losing streak, where they will take on Utah on Thursday at 7 in the evening at the intramural fields.
Last Tuesday, the Csu Rams Golf team wrapped up a 3-round event in Eugene, Oregon at the Oregon Duck Invitational. The Rams finished in 7th place in the team event with a team score of 27 over par, just 2 shots behind Arizona, who finished in 6th. Liberty and Oregon tied for 1st in the match, both with scores of 13 over par. Rams individual players Jack Ainsko and Max Olfke had great performances, both finishing tied for 14th in the individual category with a score of 4 over par. The Rams next travel to Pasatiempo Golf Club in Santa Cruz, California for the Western Intercollegiate, hosted by San Jose State on April 7th and 8th. They're probably going to be pretty excited to head to some warm weather after playing in the Pacific Northwest the past 2 weeks.
Yes, for sure. Hope to see them do well there, too.
Definitely.
On Sunday, the tennis team fell to Boise State 4-2. CSU started the match by leading the doubles point 2-0 until Boise came back. CSU had highlighting victories by Alyssa Gravala and Priscilla Palomiro, where they won 6-3 over Boise. The duo is now 9-4 in doubles play for the Rams this spring. Gravala also won her singles match 6-2 over Boise State's Liliana Poling. Gravala is now 12-3 this year and ranked at the number 3 spot. Emily Colball and Riley Reeves went undefeated in the match, where they won 3-0 as a duo. For singles, Emma Corwin matched versus Boise State's Nancy Menjivar went into a tiebreaker, where Menjivar was able to pull off the victory 7-6. Now the Rams losing 3 matches in a row, Coach Camerota said, "I was proud of the fight today. There were several points that were right there back and forth. We kept getting right there, and we will find the match that we will get over the hump soon and get a W." The Rams will travel next to take on New Mexico on Friday and Air Force on Sunday, and then will return home on April 19th and 22nd for their final home matches of the season. The excitement of March Madness culminates tonight with the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship game. The University of Michigan will take on Villanova University after one of the most exhilarating NCAA tournaments in recent memory. Bryan, what are your takeaways from watching both teams play this season thus far?
It's just been exciting to watch them. I've been extremely impressed with Villanova and their ability to shoot the basketball. They set a whole bunch of records on Saturday night when they set the record for three-pointers made in a season, three-pointers made in an NCAA tournament, and three-pointers made in a Final Four game. It's just impressive to watch.
Yes, they are very impressive, but I'm sticking with Michigan on this one here. I've had them going since the very beginning. I mean, I'm repping with my Michigan bracelet on right now, so I mean, I'm just really hoping they can pull off the win. They have had a really strong defense all year, and I'm hoping to see Mo Wagner really contribute to the team like he did on Saturday, but I mean, they're going to have to do a lot to stop Villanova, and I know that for sure, so as much as I'm all for them, I know it's going to be a tough game for them no matter what.
It is, but like you said, Mo Wagner, he's a pretty good player. One of only 3 players in NCAA history to have a 20-point, 15-rebound game in the Final Four, along with Akeem Olajuwon and Larry Bird, who are pretty good basketball players. So he's going to have to play well for them to get a victory, but he's a pretty good basketball player. I got confidence in him.
Yes, for sure. I'm excited to see how they do, and I mean, we'll just have to see what happens tonight. The game will tip off here very soon, but we will be back next Monday with more exciting updates regarding CSU sports. Have a great night, Rams.